Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your favorite channel, ORTM1. This is the time of your English program of every Saturday and Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the development of Mali news. 5 new ambassadors deliver the letters emphasizing their missions to the President of the Transition, His Excellency Colonel Assimi Goïta. They are the ambassador of Indonesia, the Republic of Korea, Bulgaria, Pakistan, and Greece. Let's follow the background of these diplomats and their missions with Alfsen Touré, translated by Gassou Diarra.
Dindin Waidin represents one of the biggest Muslim countries around the world. However, he has the responsibility to develop the relationships between Indonesia and Mali. Before coming to Mali, he has been living in Dakar since on December 2021. From there, Dindin Waidin took care of the interest of his country with Mali. Dindin Waidin is 60 years old. Indonesian ambassador was responsible for the Center of Analysis, Development and Politics for multilateral cooperation to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of his country since 2020. He got his master in security at the University of Lyon 3 in Paris, France. Dindin Waidin was a representative at UNESCO for his country. After that, His Excellency, the Ambassador of South Korea, is coming. This one is Kim Ji-jun, His Excellency, the Ambassador of South Korea. Kim Jin-jun began working to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of his country in 1995. In addition, he got his license in the languages and French literature. He worked as the first secretary at the Korean Embassy in Kenya in 2022. He will do the same job in France 2 years later. He was responsible for economic organization to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of his country from on February 2011 to December 2011. He was a counselor for Korean delegation at OCDE in Paris, France. He was a Korean ambassador in Turkey. He was a vice consul in Honolulu. In addition, he was Korean ambassador in the United States of America. Finally, he was Korean ambassador in France before coming to Mali. After that, the third ambassador who is coming to give his letters of credence to the president of the transition is Roman Petrov, His Excellency of the Republic of Bulgaria in Mali. He is the ambassador in residence in Algeria, and then he will take care of Algeria, Chad, and Mali.
9th World Forum of the United Nations Alliance of Civilization. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation participated in Fez in Morocco in the ministerial meeting. The theme was towards an alliance of peace, living together as one humanity. Follow part of speech of Malian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Anglais. Ibrahim Traoré's report translated by Drissa K. Dambele.
This forum has its full meaning in a general context marked by conflicts, tensions, and crises that permanently shake our living together. A living together forged in secular transitions of dialogue, listening, mutual understanding, tolerance, and mutual respect. Recurrence of crises and their persistence over time. Despite the effort made to solve them, call for a further analysis of our approaches and methods at national, regional, and international level. I would like to say we need to question our collective methods to take in charge and respond to challenges and threats we'll face on the planet. Initially cyclical, because traditionally opposing pastoralists to farmers, intercommunal tensions in Mali are now exacerbated by negative effects of climate changes and the corollary scarcity of resources, such as water, especially after COP27 that has just been held in Egypt to remind us of this important issue. To this must be added the manipulation and even the instrumentalization of terrorist armed groups, often benefiting external or even state support, and which oppose populations bound by blood and history, which also oppose them ethnic, regional, and often religious basis.
Avoid speeding and wearing a helmet, a vital necessity, is the theme of the 18th edition of the National Road Safety Week. It was launched this week in Bamako by the Minister of Transport and Infrastructure. The aim is to reduce the number of accidents. Report Batra Urque and Gasujara for the English version.
They got out 47 years per day or 19 per week in order to look information about traffic accidents. The main reason is that the regional service of civil protection of Bamako wants to provide all the information to the people about traffic accidents. The association is worried about the situation. That is for why the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure will organize the 18th edition about National Week of Road Security. The theme of his campaign is about gears limitation and the use of the helmets in the traffic. For the Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure, Mrs. Dambele Madina Sissoko, the government needs to take all its responsibilities to protect people in the traffic. For this reason, she wants to incite people who use a motorcycle to wear the helmets in the traffic. Mrs. Dambele Madina Sissoko will say to the drivers to limit gears. Absolutely, Mrs. Dambele Madina Sissoko is worried about the situation. That is for why she wants people to be sensitive to the sensitization. According to the statistic, more than 600 young people die in the traffic road every year. Finally, time has come for all of us to be conscious and to take our responsibilities to avoid death in the traffic. This National Week of Road Security will be a circumstance to make people sensitive about the use of helmets and gears limitation.
On November 22nd, took a conference of press led by the Minister of Industry and Trade and his colleague for the Economic and Finance. At the schedule of this meeting, debates and efforts made by the state to supply the country with basic necessities and petroleum products, as well as their accessibility to consumers at affordable prices. From November 2021 to June 2022, the subsidies for these products cost the state more than 162 billion CFA francs. Reports done by Shaka Konate and translated by Drisaka Dambele.
Defense budget increasing, 4% reduction of interior revenues due to insecurity, support budget reducing, COVID-19 crisis, conflicts between Russia and Ukraine. Despite the difficult context, government is working hard to ensure the country is properly supplied with basic necessities and oil accessible at affordable prices and to appease social fronts. The wage grade situation has cost the country 204 billion francs CFA, the payment of interior debts 398 billions. Between November 2021 and June 2022, the state gave up more than 162 billion francs CFA because of the subsidy of rice, sugar, milk, oil, and hydrocarbons. As the transition president, Colonel Assimi Goïta said, each act must impact Malians' lives, effort that help to contain the price increase. If rice has increased by 53% internationally, it's at 1.1 nationally. The oil and gas sector has not changed. Prices are lower in Mali than in neighboring countries like Mali, sourced from the same market. According to the Trade Minister, the General Direction of Trade and Competition look after the respect of prices fixed by common agreement between the government and economic operators. Trade Direction went out 500 times across the country and received 250 phone calls. The violators were punished, products seized, shops closed, and fine paid. The sugar price increasing is due to the end of the subsidy of this product last June. According to the Trade Minister, a new import operation of 10,000 tons of 50% subsidized sugar will be launched very soon. An interdepartmental commission will be set up for the country's supply and price control. An action plan has been already developed and will be adopted by the government.
Zouargui has been received by the chairperson of the National Transitional Council, Colonel Malik Diaw. Both discussed the bilateral relationship between the state of Mali and Palestine regarding the fields of agriculture, education, and others. Follow the speech of Zouargui, General Director of Palestinian Agency for Cooperation, with Hussein Tunkara and Angel Dambele.
Regarding our meeting with the President of the National Transitional Council, CNT, there was a very important exchange on the situation of bilateral relations that exist between Palestine and the Republic of Mali, and transmitted the greetings of His Excellency President Mahmoud Abbas and the Palestinian people to Malian one and to their head of states as well. He assured the President of CNT that Palestine will always be there to support the efforts led by the government and the Parliament of Mali for more stability and progress for Malian people. Yes, we have already started cooperation between Mali and Palestine a few years ago in the field of agriculture, health, and information. Also, we will continue this cooperation program between Mali and Palestine in the field of health and agriculture. We will meet in the coming days with the heads of the competent authorities of the ministries in Mali to also aspire more on the needs and priorities. Inshallah, we will have a lot of programs to carry out here in Mali. We always use the expertise of Palestinian know-how. Mali has always been present to support the just cause of the Palestinian people. Mali has always supported the initiatives led by Palestine on the international scene, including in the United Nations. And I believe it is normal that Palestine is also there with Mali in difficult situations.
The United States Embassy supports media in their profession. The diplomacy representative met 22 journalists, all women. Opportunity for these young journalists to present the content of a book titled Made to Stick. Opportunity for these young journalists to present the content of a book titled Made to Stick. It answers to the question why some ideas die and others survive. Our Ditmai Kamara spent a moment with her colleague who presented the book in the United States Embassy, Angel Dambele. Follow her report.
One of the most important roles of a journalist is to make the information more credible in order to pay his audience attention to his reports. And to do so, the journalist is called upon to train, inform, and document himself. It is aware of this that the United States Embassy in Mali, through the projects, organize a literary coffee for young journalists. 22 young journalists from different communication structures divided into 6 groups made presentations on the book by the If brothers made to stick. This novel provides answers to the questions why some ideas survived and others died. This literary coffee follows a training of young journalists on different modules. The goal is to get them to occupy their rightful place in the media landscape. The books were given by the U.S. Embassy in Mali. The diplomatic representation is committed to support these young people in perfection.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of Mali News, but stay with us for the guest of the week. Our guest of today is Mr. Abdul Rakib Maiga. Welcome, Maiga.
Thank you, Mr. Jara.
You are a Malian living abroad. So what difference do you find between US and Mali?
Well, the differences I find between the US and Mali, most of them are basically in terms of development, they're ahead of us.
Yeah.
And the job market is kind of different. And the way people view things, the culture, the lifestyle, everything is kind of different.
Okay.
So, but in terms of preference, every country has what it has to offer,
Yes.
or the goods and bads of every country. But yeah, basically, there's a big difference because it's a two different world. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So according to you, is it anything positive or negative we can improve?
Well, I think we can improve a bunch of things. For example, in the US, when I was there, from age 16, parents, they send their kids to the job market.
Yeah.
So that the kids learn from the bottom, and to learn that it's not always the easy life.
Yeah.
You know. So that difference here is that most of the kids here, they wait until they finish university to start looking into something.
Yes.
And when you ask them, if you cannot get this job, you can try the other job also. But they say, no, I only did this diploma, so I only want this. Yeah.
So what will the future of this new generation look like?
Well, the future of this new generation, according to me, if they continue on the track where they prefer the easy lifestyle, everything getting easy, then we will lose hope.
Yes.
But if they start by now the change and look into what can I offer to my country,
Yes.
what changes can I bring, then we can hope for a better future. And there's a lot of potential to this country that the young can bring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that they will be able to push further and beyond our expectations?
I think they will be able to.
Okay.
If we push them, if we give them the advices, and if we show them the ways, they can go beyond our expectations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what message or what call do you have for the young Malian who want to go to live abroad?
Well, for the ones that want to go study or live abroad, because the message I have to offer is that abroad is not our home.
Yes.
This is our home. We go abroad. I went there and I looked at many countries.
Yeah.
And I want my country to look like that also.
Yes.
So the message is to go, get ideas, and come develop the country.
Okay.
That's the message I have to offer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So we are at the end of this exchange.
Yeah.
So what is your last words?
Well, my last word is that we should keep on believing, and everything will be all right for Mali.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
So after our guests, we go directly to the classroom to follow the lesson. A lesson presented by Talhata Sise, teacher of English at Masok English Immersion School located at Titibougou, Bamako. Follow.
How are you today? Okay, great. Who can tell me the date of today?
Today is Friday, November the 18th, 2022.
Today we have a lesson of language workshop. Language workshop, expressing and supporting opinions. Expressing and supporting opinions. So first, what is an opinion? So the opinion is the opposite of facts. So a fact is a general truth. Something that can be proved to be true is a fact. Now, the opinion is a personal point of view, what a person thinks. How do we express and support the opinion? So when you tell your opinion, when you tell your idea, you have to support it. So we support it by examples and details. First, we use words to express how we feel about something. So when we think about something, we tell it. And when we tell, we have to support it. When we say what we think about something, we express an opinion. It is important to support our opinions with facts and examples. So when you tell something, you have to prove it, to show to others that what you are saying is true, is correct. What you think is correct, okay? So if you tell it, you have to support it. So how do you support? You have to give examples and details, okay, to prove to others that what you are saying is correct and true. Look at this example. I believe that it is important to protect bald eagles. So here, this is an opinion. So this is what you think, you believe. So I believe that it is important to protect bald eagles. So this is the opinion. So you give your opinion here about this idea. And then you have to give details to support it, to convince others to agree with what you are saying. Why do you believe that it is important to protect bald eagles so that the species do not die out? We use special words to signal that an opinion is being expressed. So we can use some words. By using those words, people will know that it's your own opinion. It is not a general truth. So these words are, I believe, I believe, I agree, I agree, I don't think, I don't think, I think, I think, people should not, people should not, people should, people should, in my opinion. Okay? Clear? Now practice. Use the words that express opinion to complete. So you can use one of these words to complete the sentences here. First, that we should protect endangered animals. Anyone should be allowed to harm eagles. Every country should have an Endangered Species Act to protect endangered animals. Everyone should try to protect animals. Who can complete the first sentence? Yes, Awa. Okay, complete. Okay, read it.
I think that we should protect endangered animals.
I think that we should protect endangered animals. Very good. Go back to your seat. Okay? So the first sentence is correct. Good. Next. Sentence number 2. Number 2. Okay. Modibo, number 2.
I don't think anyone should be allowed to harm eagles.
Correct. Very good. Very good. That's number 3. Number 3. Number 3, girl, boy, girl. Okay. Umu. Read again.
In
You didn't
my
answer here.
opinion, every country should have endangered species and to protect endangered animals.
Good. Okay. Now, sentence number 4. We're going to complete number 4. Kuma. What part can be used here? Okay, now you read.
I agree
Everyone.
everyone try to protect animals.
Okay, good. Very good. So we use the word that express opinion to complete these sentences. Okay, I think that we should protect endangered animals. Okay, so these are the sentences that you completed. I think that we should protect endangered animals. I don't think anyone should be allowed to harm eagles. In my opinion, every country should have an Endangered Species Act to protect endangered animals. I agree everyone should try to protect animals. So these are the 4 sentences that express opinion. These sentences are expressing opinions, and you have some details to support.
Thanks for watching us. We will be together next Saturday and Sunday, same time, same channel, ORTM1. May God bless Mali. Goodbye.